Hello students, in the last class we have studied about the classification of amino acids. In this class we can study the properties of amino acids. Properties of amino acids. These amino acids, they are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric. Amino acids are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric nature means they can behave both like acids and base. They can behave both like an acid and base. Those are called as an ampholites, amphoteric nature. Amino acids are amphoteric in nature due to the presence of COOH group and amine group, NH2 group. COOH group is acidic in nature while amine group is basic in nature. Hence, due to the presence of amine group, amino acid behaves as a bases. Bases means which can accept proton. That COOH group, due to presence of COOH group, amino acids are acidic in nature. That is, acids means they can donate the proton. Amino acid donates the proton. This shows the acidic nature. Hence, amino acids behaves both like an acid and base. That property, that nature we can call as an amphoteric nature. The nature of amino acids is amphoteric in nature. In aqueous solution, in amino acids, carboxylic group lose the proton. In the aqueous solution, carboxylic group lose the proton while amine group accepts the proton. Forms a dipolar ion. That dipolar form of amino acid we can call the Zwitter ion. How Zwitter ion formed means carboxylic group in the aqueous solution, carboxylic group loses the proton, amine group accepts the proton, resulting a dipolar ion. That dipolar form of amino acid is called Zwitter ion. For 1 mark, you write just dipolar form of amino acid. Dipolar form of amino acid is called Zwitter ion. For example, you take this the amino acid RCHNH2COOH. In that aqueous solution, this carboxylic group loses the proton and that proton accepted by the amine group. That forms RCHNH3. By accepting proton, NH2 converted to NH3 plus. COOH converted into COO minus. Carboxylic group loses the proton, forms COO minus. NH2 group accepts the proton, forms NH3 plus. That contains both positive and negative charge. This is called dipolar form. That dipolar form of amino acid is called Zwitter ion. For 2 marks, they can ask what is Zwitter ion? Write the general formula of the Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion definition is dipolar form of amino acid is called Zwitter ion. General formula of the Zwitter ion is RCHNH3 plus COO minus. This is about the Zwitter ion structure. Next point is isoelectric point. These are all for 1 marks questions. Next term used is the isoelectric point. Isoelectric point means, before going to that isoelectric point, You consider amino acid RCHCOOH When this amino acid placed in acid medium, amino acid kept in acid medium or under low pH value, amino acid placed in low pH means an acid medium. When the amino acid placed in acid medium, amine group is basic in nature. NH2 group is basic. Base means which accepts the proton, converted into RCHNH3 plus COOH. Due to the presence of positive charge, it is called cation. That is, amino acid placed in acid medium or under low pH value, amino acid exists as cation. To this cation, if you pass the electric current, this cation migrated towards the cathode. Cathode means the negative rod. Due to the presence of positive charge in the amino acid, under the influence of electric field, that cation migrated towards the cathode. Similarly, the amino acid RCHCOOH-NH2 amino acid, when placed in the basic medium, that is under high pH value, they can consider either high pH or in the basic medium. Base means which accepts the proton. Base definition is accept the proton. When amino acid placed in basic medium, carboxylic group is acidic in nature, that loses the proton, that donates the proton to the base and forms RCHNH2 COO minus. COO minus, it is called anion. This is called anion. In the basic medium, amino acid exists as anion. Under the influence of electric field, if you pass the electric current, this anion migrated towards the anode, that is positive rod. That is, in acid medium, amino acid exists as cation and migrated towards the cathode, while in basic medium, amino acid exists as anion and migrated towards the anode. While at a certain pH range, that is, that pH depends on the amino acid. Different amino acids have different pH value. At a certain pH value, amino acid exists as Zwitter ion. At certain pH, amino acid exists as Zwitter ion, not migrated either towards the anode or cathode under the influence of electric field. This pH range is called isoelectric point. This is for 1 mark. Define isoelectric point. Isoelectric point means the pH at which amino acid exists as Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion means dipolar form of amino acid. Dipolar means that contains both positive charge as well as negative charge. That is called Zwitter ion. At certain pH, amino acid exists as Zwitter ion. Due to the presence of both positive and negative charges, that amino acid, that Zwitter ion, not migrated either towards anode or cathode under the influence of an electric field. That is, that pH range we can call as an isoelectric point. This is for 1 mark question. Next term used is the peptide bond. Peptide and polypeptides. Peptides and polypeptides. Peptide bond means the Amide linkage. Amide means the CONH. CONH linkage. Amide linkage exists between two amino acids. Amide linkage exists between two amino acids is called a peptide bond. One more question. Amide linkage exists between. Amide means the CONH. Amide linkage exists between two amino acids is commonly called peptide bond. How a peptide bond formed means carboxylic group of one amino acid, carboxylic group of one amino acid and amine group of another amino acid, they undergo condensation. Condensation means removal of the water takes place. Carboxylic group of one amino acid and amine group of the another amino acid undergo condensation to form the peptide bond, that is amide linkage. Such amide linkage exists between two amino acid is called as a peptide. For example, you take one amino acid NH2 CH. For our convenience, we are using in this formula RCH NH2COOH plus another amino acid. Here you consider NH2 CHRCOOH. From here OH removal from the carboxylic group OH, and from this NH2 can be taken as NHH. From the NH2 hydrogen removal of the water, they undergo condensation, forms NH2 CHR CO. If you split that CO like C double bond O, NH CH or COOH. This is called as a peptide bond, that is CONH linkage. This CONH linkage exists between two amino acids. This is one amino acid, this is another amino acid. Carboxylic group of one amino acid, amine group of another amino acid undergo condensation, results in the formation of amide bond. The amide means CONH linkage. That amide bond we can call as a peptide bond. This is commonly called as a dipeptide. A dipeptide means a peptide bond formed between two amino acids. A dipeptide is an amide bond exists between two amino acids is called dipeptide. They can ask in competitive exams like how many amino acids present in a dipeptide. Amino acids are two amino acids, or they can ask how many peptide bonds. Peptide bonds are the peptide bond. A dipeptide contains one peptide bond. Peptide bonds are one bond. This is the peptide bond. This has two amino acids. A dipeptide involves two amino acids and contains only one peptide bond. If three amino acids involved, then it is called a tripeptide. A tripeptide contains three amino acids. Then peptide bonds are the two peptide bonds. A tripeptide involves three amino acids and peptide bonds are the two. Similarly, tetrapeptide means contains four amino acids, three peptide bonds. Consider nanopeptide. Nanopeptide contains 9 amino acids. Nano means 9. Nanopeptide contains 9 amino acids. Peptide bonds are 8. 8 peptide bonds. This is about the peptide bond. They can ask, write the structure of glycyl alanine dipeptide. If they ask, write the structure of glycyl alanine. At that time, you replace first one as glycine, another one as an alanine. Glycine means R group is taken as H. R is considered as H. Alanine means R is taken as the CH3. One amino acid is glycine, another amino acid is an alanine. Then you replace that R by H, and this R by CH3. Then this is called as a glycyl alanine. This is about the dipeptide. Polypeptide means if it contains many number of amino acids. A polypeptide contains many number of the amino acids. Such a peptide is called polypeptide. If they ask, write the partial structure of the polypeptide. Polypeptide means it is nothing but a polymer. That is NH only. Bond continuation. Then in this one, CO bond continuation. This is R, this is R. This is the polypeptide structure. N molecules. N number of the amino acids. From this COOH, OH get removed. From this end, NH to H get removed. Hence bond continuation. Many number. This the amino acid next bonded to the another amino acid. This indicates, this bond continuation indicates this is further bonded. At that, similarly, this end also further bonded to the another amino acid. This is called as a polypeptide. Partial, write the partial structure of the polypeptide. This is the partial structure. Polypeptides may varies molecular mass up to 10,000. A polypeptide is nothing but a polymer. Hence, its molecular mass may be up to 10,000. A polypeptide whose molecular mass, a peptide bond whose molecular mass is less than 10,000. If the molecular mass of the peptide bond is less than 10,000, then it is called as a polypeptide. If exceeds 10,000, greater than 10,000, if molecular mass exceeds 10,000, such a polypeptide is commonly called as the protein. If the molecular mass of the polypeptide exceeds 10,000, then such a polypeptide is called protein. Hence, proteins are made up of the amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of the protein. Next class, you can study about the proteins.